Hello everyone, my name is Jordan, also known as Scraps. I know it's been a while, but I thought I should post another video. This is one of the synth I've been working on for quite a while, and I am also working on some other crazier synths. I'll also want you to see or actually hear the differences between how I would master patches before and after. Anyways, take a listen to this demo example and enjoy. So that's the patch without the newer sound and the newer mastering techniques I was taught, and this is with. Alright, so one of the things you want to have if you want to keep your things nice and tidy is to create a combinator. This also saves on CPU and it makes your workflow seem a little bit nicer too. So what I'm going to do is set my BPM to 144 and put on quantization record loop and turn down the level a lot. Okay. So when the first thing we want to do is create a PX7 synthesizer. Now I'm going to basically show you how to create this wonderful new synth. So I'm going to right click it and set reset device. I'm going to make my feedback be 5. I'm going to set my algorithm to 10. And I'm going to set all of the parameters, all the number, the OP frequency first. So for the first oscillator, we're going to take this course up to 6 and set our second rate to 48. And that's all we do for the first one. For all the other ones, for the levels of all the other oscillators, we'll get to that at the end. So for now, I'm just setting the frequency value and the EG rate for now. So for the second oscillator, we're just going to leave it at 1, and we're just going to take our EG rate to 48. Now, if you can't get those finite numbers, you can always hold Shift to get even crazier finite numbers. Anyways, we're also, well, while we're here, I guess we'll turn up the output level to 96. For our third oscillator, we're going to take it to a fixed decimal, and we're going to take it to course 3. We're going to take our finite to 14, 13. Here we go. And we're also going to set our EG rate, or actually our second EG rate, to 48. And for our level, we're going to set that to, let me see where it is on this one, level 80. I guess we were pretty close. Boop. So for our fourth oscillator, we're going to take this to 11. We don't mess anything with the EG rates. We're all good for now. For our level on this, I think we take it up to full, 94. Next, we're going to take our fifth oscillator, put it to fixed, change our course value to our tens, or hundreds. Now that's tens. Okay, so next we're going to change this to 5370. And nothing with the EG rate. For the level, The levels can be kind of tricky because if you don't have them set just right, they tend to be a little bit different. So the output level is 65. Next, for our final oscillator, it's going to be fixed. We're going to set it to 3. Frequency course to 3. We're going to set our fine to 2716. There we go. And for the level, we're going to set it to 78. So, see where it is. There we go. And for our pitch envelope, we want to set our level of our third to -24. Hold shift. And for our fourth, we're going to set that to -14. Next, what we want to do is set our pitch mod sensitivity to 3. And that's it for our PX7. Next, what we want to do is create from our utilities, we want to create a spider audio merger. I hit tab to flip this over. I want to take the outputs, plug it into the left and right merger. I want to take the merger to splitter. So that way when we take anything from the, actually, I think I'll just show you right now, we're going to take one of the split outs and plug it into our from devices. And this sends the signal through this machine and back out to the combinator. So that's pretty cool. We're in the right ballpark. What we want to do next is create a Maelstrom. Hold shift when you create it so it doesn't create any cables. Next, we want to take our main output and plug it into our merger side. There we go. And I'm going to right click our Maelstrom, hit reset device. I'm going to take our sine and leave it as is because this creates a nice warmth, or a nice sub bass to this. So I'm just going to minimize these. Now, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to create devices after Maelstrom. What this tends to do, or actually, let me look at this real quick. So it takes the out from our spider and plugs it in. Okay, so I'm going to right click and I'm going to create the echo from Creative Effects. Now what this did is it plugged itself into Maelstrom. That's not what we want. We want the main output to be plugged into the merger. And we want the out from the spider to be plugged into the main input of the echo. The main output needs to be plugged into the from devices. Sometimes that can be a little bit tricky, but it works just the same. I'm going to reset this. I'm going to take my time to 1/28, my right offset to 132, keep the pitch. The feedback is fine, and so is the drive. Next, what we want to do is create a little bit more of room. So I'm going to create an RV7000 advanced reverb, reset the device, set the dry wet, and then decay to 19. After this, what we want to do is create a little bit more headroom. So I'm going to go to my studio effects and create a unison. I want to take the dry wet all the way down to 19 and my decay, or my tune in this case, to 14. Next, I'm going to create a line 6 bass amp, reset the device as usual. I will fix this in the next video. I'm going to set my threshold to 71 and turn the compressor on. Next, I want to create a Scream 4 distortion unit. I want to set the type to tape. I'm going to set the damage control to 65. My P1 needs to be up all the way, and so does P2. Take it off cut and body. You'll be good on that. Next, what we want to do is create a soft tube saturation, or if you don't have this, I would say just to turn up the Scream Master to about 100 or 110. So for our soft tube, we're going to set the type to low. We're going to set the saturation level to I believe it's, yes, 2.3. We're then going to remove some peak frequencies, so bear with me as I am going to take the put on low cut and sweep for frequencies with P1 and P2. Okay, so what I basically did is sweep the frequency 4.311 kilohertz for the first frequency. The second frequency is 6.386 kilohertz, and I just took them right down. Next, you want to create a maximizer. Take it off limiter, put release to auto, turn on soft clip, and take the amount to 127. And there you guys have it, your very own Raptor patch. Now there are many other Raptor patches I've created and many other very fantastic sources, but until I start to fix my mixer or get actually a new cable and start to use a condenser microphone, these videos will still contain a low mic volume. So I will also teach you a lot of crazier sounds, more to come, some that I'm very excited about to teach you, and more to come on that. So I will teach you guys later, and have a great, fantastic day. Peace.